human mind can play nasty tricks on you, and I have experienced this myself. I have looked at photographs, and at the time when I looked in the mirror, that is not what I seen. I actually remember thinking I still felt fat. I didn't feel in shape, and basically I was needing to get in better shape, because everywhere you look these days there's someone flashing their abs, they're in fantastic shape. Now let's face it, the majority of these top 1% physiques that you're seeing all over the internet, both men and women, they are on enhancements, drug enhancements, and basically the internet is showing you the same 0.51%, and they're all over the place, and this can influence how you look and feel. But setting that aside, I still think even with all of this, there's something in the mind which is just tricking you into thinking that you're not good enough, or it's not good enough. Now, this is a very dangerous mindset to be in, because if you truly think about it, you can never ever set a goal which you are ever going to be happy with, because there isn't ever an end game to this goal. Even if you was to ask these people who have these 1% physiques if they were happy with their body, there's something that they're always never happy with. Let's take the guys, for example, who want to just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, basically, from an outside point of view, we can see that, man, you're already big enough. How can you need to want to get any bigger? It's almost like some kind of like mental illness, body dysmorphia, where basically what you are seeing in the mirror is not what you are feeling in your own mind and body. Also, when it comes to getting in shape, there's something called a lag, where when you are making progress, it actually takes time for your mind and brain to catch up to that progress that you've made. So it still sees you as that fat kid or that skinny kid. It's almost like it's imprinted into your mind. So this skinny guy who wants to put on all of this muscle with steroids, it just never ends. He's just never happy, and the muscle just needs to get bigger and bigger. Now, my own personal obsession has always just been how to get super lean. I just want to get lean. I want to get six-pack abs. Now, luckily for me, this meant for me, I didn't have to go into the rabbit hole of looking into, because I want to get so big, I want to take these steroids. That's never crossed my mind, and I'm so glad that I was never in that mindset. However, constantly trying to lose body fat as a natural has its limits, and realistically, whenever I do get to these super lean levels, they are just not maintainable, and you can stay there for a couple of weeks and then your body says, right, we need to get out of here, and you just start naturally, your body tells you to start eating more, and you start putting body fat on. Ultimately, what I'm learning to do these days is just enjoy the journey, enjoy the fact basically of living in the present. And I think to myself, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if I was to look back at me right now, just like I'm doing of the past and comparing, how would I be happy with how I am now? And you know what, nobody knows what the future holds. You know, in 10 to 20 years time, something might happen and I might be totally out of shape, and I look back at right now and think, wow, you know, you really had the world at your feet, you was in such great shape. Whereas, you know, as of today, I'm in the trap of everyone else looking in the mirror and thinking, you know, I'm not good enough, I need to be in better shape. You know, it really is a struggle just to look in the mirror and say, you know what, can you not just be happy with the body or physique that you're in? But that is just the way the mind works. Now, I do believe this is definitely a form of body dysmorphia, which a lot of people go through. The mind has a very unique way of basically picking out flaws and comparing. Even if people don't like to admit this, I think it's kind of like just the way the human mind is designed.